Good morning. Oh, look at you. Look at you. Oh, yeah. All right, that's enough. Um, yeah, that's it. Good girl. Yeah, there we go. Good. Yeah. Oh, really.
Good morning,
Hello.
everybody.
Welcome. Good morning. Hello, everybody.
Good
Everything
morning,
and nothing.
Christopher. How are you?
I am peachy, neato keen. Wow, boss man. That's so 60s. But you haven't heard those terms. See? You haven't heard those terms and
I wasn't born. I've heard them, but I wasn't born then.
well, okay. You
Yeah.
heard them in the
You have nothing to say.
you heard them in the universal cosmos
hmm
before you existed on this planet.
Let's not even get started on words because I already had a gripe this morning, which kind of fucking ticked me off. Excuse my expression, people, but this is just me.
What happened?
Um, and I posted it on my Facebook page. Like, why is it all of a sudden when this something, comes about, everybody is doing it? Like it's so, and I understand it's a trend. Like I'm not saying I wouldn't start up something, but I might have had to, like, I can't explain it. This to me is ridiculous. Everybody's using the word demure all of a sudden. Like
Demure?
they never heard it. And so I put that up on Facebook. So obviously everybody's responding to me. Oh, it's a TikTok. I know what it is. I know it's a TikTok trend. But because it's a TikTok trend, does that mean everybody has to start using it in a sentence? Like, oh, this water bottle is so demure. Like, be yourself. It's a fucking word. It's been around forever. It's a word. Really? You're going to use demure in your everyday vocabulary? No, I'd use fuck you in my everyday vocabulary.
Well, there goes our requirement for YouTube. We can't curse within the first 5 minutes. Whoops. Sorry. Have to start over.
Oh,
No,
please.
wasn't it?
Have you
Wasn't
seen some of the YouTube things? They curse.
it? They give it at least 10 minutes though. No, but I mean, was it? What was that decade when the word gross came out? All of a sudden, everything was gross. That was a certain decade. Gross was the word. I'm trying to think. There was another word.
Right,
Well,
but those words came nonchalantly. Like I can't explain it. Now that somebody put up, I guess, a TikTok video, it starts somewhere, and now it's like everybody's like, "Oh, I want to be like her."
well,
I want to say that word. It makes me sound so
well,
like,
again, social media has just put, you know, trends on steroids. I mean, whatever was passed around just through word of mouth and just used to catch on. Excuse me, that way. Now with social media, it's just amplified ad infinitum, to the nth power. And so, demure. I mean, that's almost a strange because demure. That the way that means to me is, yeah, you have sort of a demure nature. You have a demure, uh, and if they're overusing it, and I mean that's demure. No, I can't say it that way. Misuse. Sorry, the word police are going to come and get me.
yeah, I'm
But
just
but you're
all
getting
right.
more responses.
That's what I put up. I put WTF with two question marks. Why is everyone using the word demure all of a sudden? Come on. GTOFH, which means, get the out of here.
Wow,
Um,
you're so
so
mean.
every but I'm not being mean. I'm just like, I get it, it's a trend, but it doesn't mean because it's a trend. So if the new trend was to go out and fucking shoot your neighbor, are you gonna get up and go shoot your neighbor because somebody put it up on Facebook and TikTok? Because it's a TikTok trend. Get out, you're gonna go, good morning. Just fucking shoot them? No.
Barb, you're not being very demure right now.
I've- I'll show you what demure looks like.
I don't. That's not you. That's one thing that I could clearly say. Your personality is not demure. and nothing wrong with that. But I'm just saying that's not you. That's not. That's like saying, God, what other analogy could I use?
Even my niece said it. She will always like, she put, it's a TikTok on trend, and it's annoying. It is annoying because, like my point, a lot of people will say, "Oh, that's cool. I like that. I'll try that." And there's nothing wrong with trying something new, or if you see somebody else put something, it could be a million things. Somebody's putting up a recipe. Maybe your mother did it 100 times, but you never bothered, and you go, "Oh, wow, that person, I'm going to try that." And then you video it, or if somebody came across I don't know, they put this up and they were like, Ritz crackers, cheese crackers, these are so good. And, oh my God, you got to try them. And if you separate them and then dip them in fucking soda, these are delicious. You got to, everybody goes, oh my God, I got to try that because I love cheese and I love Ritz crackers and I love soda. So why not try to dip it in the soda? Everybody does that. I get it. I might go, oh, I like that. Let me try it just to see. But it gets out of hand. And it's like every video you see now, or every place they go, they put up a picture, which a selfie, or wherever they are, and they go, look at this sunset. It looks so demure. Like they're even using the word
Right.
and
They're not even
that it
using the
doesn't
word
need to be used.
its proper definition. But well, again, I think this is just another good point. You look at the trajectory of online posts, the stuff that people feel they have to advertise. They're advertising, living, but sometimes losing the profoundness of living. Everything has to be documented and chronicled, and and let's face it, most people are only going to share what they want you to see.
Right.
I know some people that will share, the darker sides of life, the more unhappiness, sad things. But for the most part, this is what I want you to see. This is the image I want to portray. This is how I want others to see me.
Right.
That's the.
You know what though? I mean, I get it because like I'm not gonna sit here and pat myself on the back. I've put up fucking things before and I'm like, oh yeah, so or that's how you keep in contact with certain people.
Hmm.
That's life today. Everything is on social media. Like what we're doing is all social media. I
Yeah,
mean,
I mean, we
we're
wouldn't be
trying to
doing
come
this. Yeah,
across and start some, not start something, build something, and whether it works or whether it don't, at least it gives us the time to get
yeah,
to see each other and chat and bullshit and complain and whatever.
yeah,
So it benefits. Well, it benefits for me if it benefits for you that we're friends. So this is a good way for me and you to see each other if we can't physically see each other in person, and we're talking like we would normally talk if we were on the phone or if we would text each other.
yeah, yeah.
Some people show a different side of their life on social media.
Right.
If you know them in person, you'll go, why are you making it like
Well,
you're
but you know what it
living
is. I
a
mean,
life?
as you're talking, I'm thinking about other examples, and as you're explaining more, it's helping me to crystallize my what I'm thinking. So I thank you for that. But it's like this is a tool. The internet is a tool. The online platforms are a tool. But every tool that we've experienced in technology, you can go back to the television was supposed to be a tool
Right, right.
originally for education. Well, look what it's become. That's not the primary tool of what TV is. I was thinking about the talk I gave. Remember that historical talk about that murder case?
Yes.
Back in the 20s, the Hall Mills murder, which happened in New Jersey, near here, Somerset County. Certain things about that trial, which most people don't know about, but real quickly, it was the O.J. Simpson trial of the time.
Hmm.
What made it so widespread and renowned at that time was the advent of radio. Radio was coming into its own. People were listening to the radio. Another thing was automobile transportation. People got into cars. They were more mobile. They went places. And what that did, in particular, to the spreading the news about this trial with
Mm,
people having cars going to the murder scene, desecrating the murder scene, making it a carnival atmosphere,
right.
broadcasting on radio. Journalism was just explode. I mean, all these different things. Um, Trends, the jazz age at the time, the rights of women, how women were dressing and acting, and what the details of that trial. How a minister who had an affair with a choir singer, him, his mistress, and him were found killed.
Right.
In a field in a lover's lane, in the town where they lived, and so all that information, blah 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 blah. Tools, how tools in society you know can be misused, exploited. This we're going to a whole big thing here, but in terms of social media, I mean, God, you know, we didn't grow up with obviously the internet.
No, we
We
didn't
came
need
in
it.
later in our lives. 30s, 40s. Uh, Now, I often say, kids are born cable ready.
Right.
They're born with a port inside of their neck. You
Yeah.
know, Franken kids. They've got a
When they come out, they're
USB
smart.
port.
I mean, these are little babies. These are babies that know they have tablets. They're 2 and 3 years old.
Watch,
They
but
know how
they're
to
gonna they're
use
gonna
them
they're
like,
gonna come right. They're gonna come out of the womb with a little iPad. You know, so,
well, listen, I mean, it's good for one thing, but my point is it's just like, I laugh. I mean, and I'm not, I maybe I sound harsh because if I have friends out there that are using it, I don't want them to think I'm belittling that. I'm not trying to do
oh,
that.
go ahead, belittle them. Come on,
You're
let them have
assholes. No, no, but
it.
seriously.
Well, but again, trends. It's just like fashion trends. I kind of find that
Right,
silly.
it is it
I am
is a
far from the
trend. It's a
fashion plate.
TikTok trend, right? It's like, but
You know,
it's true. Like my father used to say, so because when we were kids, if we happened to want to do something our friend was doing,
right,
he would go, "Oh, so you got to follow them?" That mean that and we were like, "No," but and he would go on, and he'd go, "Let me ask you something.
right,
If
right.
your friend decided to jump off the Brooklyn Bridge, you're gonna fucking follow him and do it? You're gonna kill
Yeah, right.
yourself?" And he would go, we'd be like, "No,"
It's not that bridge. It's the other bridge. No, sorry.
right. It's the Verrazano, Dad. It's going to Staten Island. That's
Oh,
different.
that's
No.
okay. All right. Well, I
It's
just
just
read
a
a quote.
closer bridge.
I was gonna post this, but I picked a different one for my daily online inspirational quote. But it was by Mark Twain, I think, if I remember correctly. It was so long ago. It was 2 hours ago. We said if you find
You
yourself,
get 5 minutes.
what's that? 5 minutes, right? Um, if you find yourself, pay attention. If you find yourself
I am.
following the majority, you should basically check yourself. Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oof. Um, so if you find yourself following the majority, mhm, watch that. Because think about it. If we follow the majority, the majorities, depends what it is. You might be going the wrong way.
That's true because not everybody knows.
Yeah.
Just
So interesting
like
point. Well, I'm going to make sure I don't use the word demure. um, I rarely do anyway. But
somebody already made fun of it, I believe, on TikTok, which that cracked me up. Uh, it was voiceovers, and they were like, "So what are you saying, Demi Moore, Demi Moore, Demi Moore?" And oh, it's a couple that I follow, a husband and wife, and he always makes his wife crack up. He makes everybody laugh, and she goes, "Look at the color." Yeah, but I think it was her nails. She goes, "Don't my nails look demure?" And he goes, "What? What?
that's not what the
Demure?
word means.
Demure?" Yeah, I know, but she was just trying to see because she provokes him because she
Right.
knows, and it is funny, but when you see them do it, it's funny.
And it's
And
pronounced demure. Sorry,
Right, right.
French.
And he was like, "Is it Demure?" And she says, "No." And she starts cracking up, and she used some other words, and he changed it around. So it's cute when you could do that, but
Right.
it's true. It's like every time I turn around, I'm like, why is it everybody on my feed is saying demure? Like,
Hey, you know what?
stop.
We should come up with a word. We should get a word, and we should start our own trend. Like the word.
Oh, what are we gonna follow us in a word?
We'll start one. Like the word I always use that my father used to say, "Puh-dutz." You're a Puh-dutz. We'll start a Puh-dutz trend.
A
People
Puh-dutz
will
trend.
start calling everybody a Puh-dutz.
Puh-dutz.
Puh-dutz. And it
Puh-dutz.
could
That's what
have
you call
multiple,
me all the time.
right. And it could have, well, it's true. But you're not a demure Puh-dutz. Exactly. It could start up, a whole new revolution,
Of a million Puh-dutzes.
a Puh-dutz revolution.
That's
And that's
something.
and that's spelled Puhdutz.
Mm-hmm.
Puh-dutz. Get it right.
They should put that in the dictionary
I was just thinking the same thing. You read my mind. It's got to go
with
in the
my picture
dictionary.
next to it.
It's like, see her. No, that's right.
With my Montana-sized forehead.
Now, people don't know what that means. They're not going to understand, and they're going to go,
I
but
don't
that's not true.
understand. I'm not worried about people right now. I'm not going
Well,
to go into explaining how you think I have a huge forehead that looks like fucking the size of Montana. Okay? Yes, people. He makes fun of me. He says I have a huge forehead. Okay? So there you go. We won't go into anything else, but he makes fun of me constantly.
well, people, people are going to go, look at him. Look at the size of that
No,
ball.
no, stop, stop. Don't try to get yourself all into this
You know,
bullshit.
I mean, if yours is
Get away,
Montana,
selfish. He has to talk about himself.
if yours is Montana, mine is Canada. So you know,
Montana
but
is bigger than.
it's not that my forehead is so big, as my hairline just kept moving back and back and back, and it just kind of retreated.
Yeah,
Now it's up at the North Pole. But anyway,
it's all
so
right.
much for that.
Everybody
So
likes
there's a
the North
bunch of
Pole. Sandy is there.
Puh-dutzes here.
Anyway. Yeah, Puh-dutz, the new word. We're
Puh-dutz.
gonna take demure and kick it out, and we're gonna add in Puh-dutz.
For everybody
Puh-dutz,
that says the
people,
word,
follow the word Puh-dutz.
there we go. What's that word? You know,
And Puh-dutz means, well, it can mean a lot of
it
things.
could mean a lot of things.
Puh-dutz, you use it in a sentence like you're such a Puh-dutz. You know?
Hey,
Um,
that should be the title, Bart. When you put those great titles on these
oh, I
episodes,
am. I am.
Demure versus Puh-dutz. They're gonna be.
Especially in the Italian family, like in the Brooklyn thing. You
Hey.
cook something, you go, the fuck, this tastes like Puh-dutz. Or what are you going out looking like that for? You look like a fucking Puh-dutz.
Right. There
Um,
we go.
why are you acting like a Puh-dutz?
Hey, listen, you don't shut up. I'm going to give you a Puh-dutz, So
Right, you could use it in many forms of a language, especially like I said, when you're from Brooklyn. Don't use that. That's the Puh-dutz. Stop.
I could really go for a Puh-dutz.
It's almost like when us Italians grow the guts. The guts, the guts. Like if you put that together, it's like the Puh-dutz, the guts. Why
Hey,
not?
that guy's got a pair of Puh-dutzes on.
So does she.
Did you
Get
see the
rid of the
Puh-dutzes on that
Puh-dutzes
chick?
on her.
Holy.
Look at her shake that Puh-dutz.
I can see it now. I'm pregnant. Congratulations. What's going to be his name? Puh-dutz.
Is it a paw or is it a dutz? Because P for girl, D for boy. So is it a paw or is it a dutz?
Oh, Or like
That
in
would be the
Spanish, if a
gender
word ends
reveal.
in O, it's a male. If it's an A, it's a female. You could say Puh-dutz O or Puh-dutz A. I think that's correct, grammatically speaking, in Spanish. Anyway,
And if you're German, it could be called Dutski. The Puh-dutz, like a pierogi. Puh-dutz.
oh wow, I
Well,
think
we
we're
just
on to
made each
something.
other laugh.
I think we're on to something. This
We
could be
are. Let's see now how fast this trend goes. Let's see if we get on TikTok. I doubt it, but you know what?
hey, don't be a freaking Puh-dutz. Spread the word. All right, get real. This is where it's at. This is the trend. All
That's
right,
right. That's the
right.
trend. There you
Puh-dutz.
go. Well, you want to laugh when it comes to this stuff, and a lot of people are, which I'd love to do. It's just like you got to know how to do it all, and you got to be consistent. A lot of people are making money on TikTok, advertising for
Mm,
stuff that they had purchased.
mhm.
Um, you got to be consistent. You're basically doing your own commercial for a product that you bought on TikTok, and then eventually you make money like a commission type thing. And then you could tell everybody, like they'll tell you to do a flash sale and you'll get something, a percentage off. And it goes to the bottom. You tell people, this is the best thing I've ever bought. This water is amazing. Blah, blah, blah. And then people will click and start buying the product from your page. So every time they do that, you make money. It's a good way. Could be 3 cents a thing. It could be, who knows? Anyway, but you got to be consistent in your videos. I have a couple of things from there, and it gave me the option, and I was like, but how often am I going to purchase this stuff? I can't keep purchasing shit. I'm looking to make money, not spend the money.
Mhm.
Although I have a couple of things here, that people are still doing. But anyway, and then I have friends that like, you know what? When you're doing your funny videos or whatever, you got to tag the company. Because a
Mhm.
lot, I hear, oh, my friend done it and they tagged this one, and then the company send them free stuff. Okay, great.
All right, let's start talking about beer then.
I
No.
did. I actually, without looking to do anything or to make money, I needed to order something. And I basically did an advertisement for them. And I ordered what I needed. And I saw the commercial right after that from the
Mhm.
original person. And I told her, I love your product. I think it's amazing, blah, blah, blah. Da, da, da. I said, I actually just, so she thanked, or I don't know. They thanked me. The company thanked me. And then I said, I actually did a video myself here on TikTok pushing your products because I think it's great. And I'm not making nothing off of it. And then they actually found my TikTok and thanked me and said, we love you for doing this. But I said, see, some people will benefit. Like, I thought that was very
Yeah.
nice that they actually looked at my page. They
Mhm.
liked it because I tagged them. But other people will get free products. Me, I don't. I just get a thank you. I'm like, what the fuck? You just said you loved me. You couldn't send me a free tube?
A bunch of Puh-dutzes,
They
but
are.
we'll start from there. We'll keep going. I mean, we'll just be pushers. We're a bunch of pushers.
Wait, what's the other word you use?
Grunk,
Grunkhead.
grunkhead. It's
There
another
you
one.
go.
Grunk,
Grunkhead.
Grunk. Grunk.
Mmm.
That could go places.
That could go.
Oh, that's getting down, and
You got a lot of grunk in your trunk.
oh,
Well, that's because that's what people say these days. So I'm just saying.
oh, we got to
It's a
send that to
trend.
some. We got to send that to some car dealerships. We'll get a couple of cars for trunk. You
Yeah.
know, do you have a lot of grunk in your trunk?
But it doesn't mean car. It means your ass. You got a lot of grunk in your trunk.
I'm
Not
just
the
saying.
trunk of a car.
I'm just saying. Words. Come on.
I
Don't be
know,
a.
but the car people ain't gonna do it. But I bet you'll have a lot of people sticking their ass in your window.
This person sent me.
I got Grunk in my trunk.
This person sent me a picture of her ass. Holy shit! No, but what a Puh-dutz. Ha ha ha. No.
She got a Puh-dutz hanging in her Grunk.
Man, that's some Grunk. Whoa.
Wow, that's so demure. Yes. Oh
You
my
could be
God.
a demure Puh-dutz, or you could be a grunky Puh-dutz. You got different ways of looking at it.
That's true. But
Wow.
we don't know where this is gonna go. But anyway, to just you know what, people, seriously, I want to know. I really want to know how you feel about the word demure. Would you use it in an everyday vocabulary? I doubt it because I've really
Nah, get rid of demure. Let's put in
heard of it
Puh-dutz.
until now with the trend. Like I said, you gotta, it's certain things you don't mind following, trending, but words like
Nah.
that, don't start using words you never used
Demure
before.
isn't already in the dictionary. We got to promote some new language. Puh-dutz,
Hey,
grunk. We got to.
Puh-dutz, Grunkhead, kumquat, scum sperm, stuff like that. Those are my
It's
words.
it's it's it's
Yes,
fitting that you would
spermicidal.
use a word. You would change a word like that.
That's me. You sperm scum. Just saying.
Oh my God.
No, but no, I know. I listen, I am who I am. I'm not gonna change the person I am just because I have to like impress
No,
people.
not at all. You are who you are. You're a
I'm a good
Puh-dutz.
person. I'll love you till the
Well,
day you die, but when I don't let nothing
I
slide.
know. Nothing gets
I
by
don't let
you.
nothing slide on this Montana-sized forehead. There's a big brain in there. There's a big brain. Anyway, but seriously.
Waiter, check, please. No, sorry.
Yeah,
Um,
he's paying. I'll pick it up, but you can pay for it.
oh, I'm paying more ways than one.
I
No.
took. Listen, you could find somebody else to do this with you. But seriously, people, let us know what you think. I mean, for once, could somebody
Words.
comment on our
Yeah, come on.
YouTube channel?
Don't get Barbie mad, because when she gets mad, you're screwed.
Yeah, I'm serious. I'll brunk your head myself.
We'd like to hear from you. We'd like to hear your opinions, your thoughts, feedback, humor, tirades. Not too much of a tirade, but please share. Tell us.
Yeah,
Tell us
let
what
us
you
know.
think.
How do you feel about Demure? And do you like our new words? Well, not mine, really. They're his. They're from his
Well,
family, but
we
we're
popularized
just
them. But
trying to start a
or do you have
trend.
a word? What words do you have? Do you have a word I've never heard before that's not in the
Right.
dictionary? Let us know. So that'd be a good place
Absolutely.
for this particular episode to conclude. We will come back with more
Yes.
fun for the whole family.
Yay!
Well,
But we
not the whole family.
appreciate you. We love you. We hope you have a wonderful Sunday.
Yes,
And
it's a
thank you,
great
and we'll
Sunday.
be back.
Yes,
Till
we'll be back
next time.
soon. Please, thank you so much. Thanks for tuning in, listening.
Mwah.
Please share. We'll talk. Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a good one.